So I've done some dumb things in my life, and there have been some really funny ones. So let's talk about it. So I grew up with two siblings. My brother, Trey, who was the one that mostly got all the dumb ideas, and then my sister, Emily, who was the usual girl with like dolls and stuff. But yeah, I was the youngest in my family, and I was just the kid that sat there and did nothing. I just sat there and smiled. Just smiled. When I shared a bedroom with Trey, we had a bunk bed, and every now and then we would just take off the bottom bunk a little bit and jump onto it from the top. And my parents would hear just a thump, thump when they were downstairs. And some other things we've done with the bunk bed is just make it as a slide. Even though it was like barely off the ground, we loved that so much. For this next story, I was about 2 or 3 years old, and we used to have a red flyer wagon that we would just mess around with. And my siblings decided to use it as a pot. And so they would just find anything in the backyard that they could get their hands on, like mud, dirt, and dog poop and grass, and just whatever they can find. And I probably decided to walk outside, and they got the brilliant idea to just take a whole big thing of it and just smear it all over me. Luckily, I was only in a diaper, so my parents wouldn't have too much to deal with. So we used to have a babysitter, and like all kids do when they have a babysitter, they get away with stuff. And one thing we got away with was tying them up to our bunk bed. I have absolutely no idea how we got that, but we got them tied up to our bunk bed. It was just so much knots we used. It would be so hard to get out. I guess for the next story, we were just having like sushi from like a grocery store or something, and my brother decided to take a soy sauce packet, put it on the counter, and just smash it. And the soy sauce just went everywhere. It was all over the blinds, the ceiling, and it was up there for so long. I don't even know if my parents got it out. Another thing we got on the ceiling was like a sticky hand or like a sticky worm, and it left a stain up there. It was up there for so long, and there's probably still a stain up there today. One day, me and my brother decided to battle with foam Legoland swords, and after a while, he kinda got bored, and he decided to turn on the sinks and plug them. After a while, it was like Niagara Falls. Just opening up the drawers, the water would slosh back and forth. Walking on the carpet, you would just hear a squish every time you take a step. And we got our dad's super soaker and continued our battle. After some time, Emily found out and went to tell my mom, but my mom didn't believe her. And after a while, she came up to check on us because we were being a little too quiet. And guess what the first thing she did was? She just took out her phone and took pictures. There's a lot more dumb things I've done over the years, but what kid hasn't? So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope I can get a video out about every other month. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. And one last thing. Don't die, it's bad for your health.